Hi. Hi. We're back with another video. It's so good to see you lovely people once again.
Say the name of the show.
We're Big Schmidt, Little Schmidt.
Yes.
I'm Lily.
And I'm Dad. I
Please-
just did the shot close up of me.
Please send help. I'm begging you. No, we're here. We have a very interesting topic to talk about, very recent. If you know the show That 70s Show, I watched it when I was a kid, and I thought it was a good show until I found out about Danny Masterson and his allegations. These allegations actually happened a while ago, but they did the trial. I think the trial got postponed because of COVID or something, but now it started again. He was...
Wasn't he acquitted or something first? He wasn't acquitted. He couldn't have been acquitted.
No, I think it was a retrial because of COVID.
Yeah, I think it was a hung jury. No, I think it was a hung jury thing, or a what do you call it? They couldn't. Hang on.
And he's now going to take a while to talk about it.
Excuse me.
I'm pretty sure it was a retrial because of COVID. But the allegations were him of sexually assaulting two women back in 2001 to 2003. And when this retrial went out, a lot of people tried, for whatever reason, backing him up, especially from the people on That 70s Show. Mila Kunis and Ashton Kutcher sent letters to the judge, just him saying, well, both of them saying that they were, he was a good person, he was a role model, he was nothing but a good soldier on set, which is kind of weird because when those letters got sent out, a bunch of videos resurfaced, both Danny and Ashton Kutcher being a little weird towards Mila Kunis. I guess there was a video, and I actually saw these two videos separately because, like, on TikTok before the retrial happened, there were, and it wasn't trendy or anything, but it would just be TikToks about Mila Kunis and Ashton Kutcher where it was like, wow, this couple has been together for such a long time, and Mila Kunis married her first kiss, la-di-da. And what was in those videos are now said to be very weird because it was an interview with, crap, what's her name?
We should have read more of this before we started this.
See, I'm prepared. I read all about it.
Oh, did you really?
Yeah. And basically, Danny Masterson made a bet with Ashton Kutcher to, quote, stick his tongue down Mila Kunis' throat for their first kiss scene. Which, by the way, I feel so bad for Mila Kunis if that was actually her first kiss. Like, that's not a flex. Sorry, Mila. But yeah, they apparently made a bet that like $20 Ashton Kutcher would like add tongue to the kiss or whatever, and they were actually fighting about it on like live television, which just makes it so much worse. But another one of these videos was Mila sitting on Ashton Kutcher's lap, introducing the show and saying, "Hi, I'm Mila Kunis from That 70s Show," and then you could see Ashton peeking from behind and saying, he said, like, "I'm not doing this to promote the show. I'm only doing this because I was told that Mila would sit on my lap." And they were like laughing about it, and he said like, "And it feels good," and he literally starts like groping her and like rubbing her thigh and stuff, and like, she's like 14 or 15 at the time, and he was like 19. And I get that, like, with entertainment, if you're like 14 or like 16 and you're offered a role and you're like it's a high school role. And let's say you're like a 19 or 20-year-old and you're also offered a high school role and your couple or your girlfriend per se, both in the show you're supposed to be like 15, 16, but in real life you're like 19, 20 and the young actor is like 14. It's weird. I mean, I don't, but I do understand how they like get away with it, because it's like, oh, it's entertainment, like it's not like they're dating in real life, but like they're married now, which I guess, yeah, they're older, but like it's just weird. Are you really still looking this up?
Well, I'm looking at all these different articles. Hang on. I'm looking at all these different articles. There's a bunch of stuff here I didn't read. I'll be honest with you, I didn't do any research on this.
God
yeah,
damn
but
it.
there's all this stuff about not Kushner, but then also the guy that played Fez. Had an interview on the Howard Stern show that he said a bunch of stuff.
He said a bunch of stuff about Mila Kunis, and also, but he talked shit about all the women he slept with.
Yes, Mandy Moore,
Demi Lovato.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I don't.
I don't understand. Here's the thing. Dude, Masterson had to really piss somebody off, because everybody gets away with so much shit in
especially
this town.
in the entertainment industry,
Usually they find a way to brush this under the blanket, or somebody gets paid off, or somebody looks the other way, and there's a million people who've gotten away. I mean, of course, it's a day and age where things are a little bit different now.
Oh, totally.
After what happened with Weinstein, he got away with shit for years.
Yeah.
And then, like, what pissed me off at the end of that was when people come forward and go, I had no idea he was like that. And I'm like, fucking everybody knew he was like that.
Yeah, exactly.
I knew it, and I was a nobody in this town. You know what
right.
I mean? So people that were celebrities that worked with him were like, I can't believe this is true.
They totally knew.
Yes,
you totally
Everybody
knew.
So the fact that Masterson and all this other shit with these other guys, but the fact Masterson actually ended up going to jail over this.
Oh yeah.
I don't know who he pissed off or what happened the wrong way, because usually there's always a way for them to get out of it. You know what I mean?
Totally. But I don't like. What I don't get either is, I'm sure you know about Ashton Kutcher and Mila Kunis being the board of chair of this organization called Thorn.
Yeah, he just resigned from it.
He just resigned from it,
right?
Because they made the First of all, they made letters to the judge, and also Red and Kitty, the actors who played Red and Kitty, also sent letters to the judge.
I'm really surprised they did that, man. You know what? I guess
what
I'm not in the
saying,
circle there. I don't know anything, but I don't know anything.
But I'm surprised that those two actors.
Well, you can't tell me they didn't know the type of Kitty was.
I'm sure that
you know what I mean. If you work
knew
with a guy, like working with somebody loosely is one thing,
right?
But on a sitcom, I mean, it's 5 days a week. You're together. You got a pretty good idea what's going on. You know, you know these, and it was a culture between all the three young leads on the show. Kushner and I don't know what's happened with Topher Grace. Is that the other guy? Who's the other guy? Is it Topher Grace?
Is that Fez?
No, the guy that played the lead, Eric. Who played Eric on that show?
Oh shit, he has nothing involved with that. It's not
Topher Grace. It's something else.
No, but he's fine. It's the ones that play
the other three. Yeah, it's Wildemer and
it's Masterson,
Ashton,
Kutcher,
and Kushner, right?
Yeah, and then the one who played Fez, I can't pronounce his last name.
Wildemer.
Right. Wildemer.
Wildemer.
Oh, Wildemer. I didn't know his last name. Yeah, but I don't get, if you're part of an organization that helps victims of that subject, and then you proceed to send letters to support literally someone who's alleged for hurting a woman. I don't get that. Like, you're not at all. That's you kind of giving an FU to all the victims, in my opinion, because even though you've worked with this like actor and your friend for such a long time, you have to at least have an understanding as to why that will make you look horribly bad. If you're like saying, and the other thing was, I think this organization, like, this isn't a new organization. They did this before he even married Mila Kunis, because he did it with his previous wife. And then Mila was the observer of that organization. But it was...
Well, he was married to Demi Lovato. Or not Demi Lovato. Demi Moore.
Demi Moore, yeah. No, yeah, Demi Moore was part of that organization, and then Mila Kunis was the observer.
What organization? Oh, the
Thorn organization.
Okay. Right.
For helping the victims. And then shortly after, Mila Kunis and Ashton Kutcher got married, and then she became the board.
I'm reading this article. I'm reading is from Jane Doe number 3.
Shadow?
She said Jane Doe number 3. There's 3 Jane Does that brought up the case against Masterson.
Oh.
And this is she put on her Instagram.
Okay.
After the letters.
Oh.
And she mentioned because I guess she worked on the show, and the first 5 years she was there, she saw all this the way that Mila was treated when she was 14 and 15.
Right.
Because she was underage on the show.
Mm-hmm.
I can't
yeah, that's old. Because she lied about that. When she auditioned for it, she said she was. I think she said she was either 16 or 18.
Yeah.
But
said she was 17, going to be 18.
Yeah.
She was going to be an adult or whatever.
But no, she was 14.
Yeah.
And they must have found that out, and they were like, okay, whatever, you're Jackie now, so it doesn't really matter. And,
right.
But it's weird to me now.
How does somebody fall through the cracks, though? How do you not know? You're a major television studio. How do you not know someone's lying to you about their age?
Well,
how is that? You know what I mean? That's just another Hollywood thing to go, oops.
No, that's true. Like, but there was a movie, Grace Marquez. She claimed to be British because she got auditioned for a show, but there was like, it has to be an all British cast. You have to be from Britain. And she auditioned with a British accent, and she said, I'm from...
Yeah, I understand, but that's a little bit different than an age thing. Because an age thing is a legality.
Okay, that's true.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, there's a similar situation. The guy who played House, Hugh Laurie.
Oh, okay.
Was a great actor from England. He was a comedic actor. He was in a comedy troupe. Did a lot of work in England. And for years, they were looking for a lead for House. This is just a stupid thing. They go, we want to see another actor. We don't want to see any more actors from England. So he came in and just pretended he was from U.S. and lied and got the part. And then he was like, oh, by the way, I'm from England. There's actually a great. I'm going to show this clip on here. Okay. It's it's him and the guy that was in Scrubs. Zach Braff.
I didn't see Scrubs.
Okay, Zach Braff was in it. It's a funny clip. It's a funny clip where they go out in the Emmys, right? And it's after the first season of House. And how Hugh Laurie walks up with Zach Braff. And Zach Braff goes, hi, we're here to give away the nominee for the best actor in a comedic series. And Hugh Laurie goes, when I started my career and speaks in English dialect. And Zach Braff goes,
really?
And he goes, Hugh goes, what? He goes, Zach goes, I didn't know we were doing dialects. And he goes, I'm from England. He goes, sure, you're from England, Hugh. And then he goes, the nominees for, and he does like this over the top English.
Oh my God.
It's a really funny clip. So I'll pull it out here.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, but at the beginning of the show, no one knew that. Many people didn't know.
Right.
He was from England, but I did. And I'm like, can't believe. Again, you're a major film studio.
Right.
How do you not? You don't vet these people. You don't look and go, oh, he's a famous actor in England.
Yeah.
You know, or she's a 14-year-old little girl. Maybe we shouldn't have her in a major film production.
That's so true, but I mean, like, give or take with this, whatever I say. But especially even if it's not in a entertainment point of view, when I was 15 or 16, you know, guys would ask me, like, how old are you? And I would say my age, and they're like, shit, really? Like, you look fucking, like, 20 years old. So,
but even more reason now why you should vet these people, because people look older than they are. You guys have always looked older than you are. Even more reason for someone to go, I need to see an ID and a birth certificate.
Right, yeah.
You know,
yeah, that's true.
And you need to do the research. There's plenty. I've seen plenty of girls that are 13 or 12 that look like they're 24. And you're like, whoa,
yeah.
I didn't know you were that young.
Yeah, I guess that's true. So maybe, like, I don't know. They should normalize that or something.
Well,
like,
they shouldn't. Well, no,
be
they
like,
should.
You're 14, like or you're 18, like I'm gonna need to see
from a legal standpoint, right? They
yeah,
should, yeah. But it's Hollywood, and they look the other way. And they, well, no, she's perfect for the part. Let's just not tell anyone. You know what I mean? That's their thing.
Yeah.
When you go, and I want to go. I go. If you keep looking, you'll find someone just as good. You know,
right? You'll find someone for the part, and that's of age.
But they fall in love with one person, you know,
right?
And this has got to be the person. And then in the long run, they hit or they become, you know.
Yeah.
But I mean, she was great in the part. You're not going to deny it. She is very good.
No, that's true. It's just it's just weird seeing now those videos resurface, and especially Ashton Kutcher being just as weird towards his now wife.
Yeah.
And now another star in that show is going to 30 years in prison because of,
That's still mind-blowing to me, man.
Yeah. But, as if you wanted to pull up that clip, we have our new, I'm blanking here, our new coworker on this show, Ivana Tinkle.
Oh, okay, yeah.
To do a celebrity watch on outside our apartment right now.
All right.
So
let's set that up. You want to set that up? What do you want to do?
Do you want me to re-say it?
No, just look at the camera and give Ivana the proper intro she deserves. She studied
celebrity. She studied Celebrity Watch.
Yeah, she studied. She's a journalist, man. Listen to me. Hey, she's a serious journalist. Ivana Tinkle. She devoted her life to this. She deserves a little bit more than just I'm not really sure what's going to happen. Let's give her her proper.
You're right.
Her proper.
So here it is, right outside our lovely San Fernando apartment is Ivana Tinkle with the Celebrity Watch. Ivana.
All right, and I'm back here again. Thank you so much, Lily. I am Ivana with the Celebrity Watch. I think I have seen King William in his carriage down Willis Ave, but it was just cured cheese. Did I eat that cured cheese? I did, in fact, eat the cured cheese. So I now have to really use the restroom. Back to you, Lily.
Well, thank you, Ivana. I sometimes mistaken curd cheese for King William, too. That's his name, right? King William?
Oh, cured cheese?
Cured cheese.
Cured cheese. Merrimack cheese?
No, cured cheese.
I thought I saw Merrimack cheese at Vaughn's yesterday.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, shit, you have to tell Ivana that.
She
can go to Pavilions. She's down the street.
Apparently, it's not that important to her. I tried.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, I think because she's vegan,
Yeah, plus she didn't really talk to me.
Yeah, she hates you.
She likes you.
We're more on a... Because it's a generation thing.
You guys are besties. Yeah, she calls me the old creepy guy.
Yeah.
Very weird.
But Dan Schneider is another very creepy guy that's just walking on Sunset Boulevard looking at feet everywhere. You could see...
Wait, what? What?
That was his whole thing, feet.
Oh, God, I can't...
Like on iCarly...
You know how I feel about feet.
No, I know. But like almost every single Nickelodeon show that he produced... I think even one, I don't know if it was Ariana Grande or Marina Crossgrove, they literally said there was an audition where they had to do a scene with feet in order to get the role. And one of them got it because they did that audition.
Right.
But there was a show that was a spin-off to Victorious. It was Sam and Cat.
Right, I remember that.
And that was the show where it would be like these outros of Ariana Grande, who played Cat.
Right.
And she would be in her room and she like was sucking on her feet. And I'm just like, and I was watching that then thinking, okay, I wouldn't do that. But he is no longer a part of Nickelodeon. Nickelodeon was like, yeah, that's fucked.
Is he really?
Yeah, he's not part of Nickelodeon anymore.
All right.
But I mean, I think there should be more than that. Like, just because like he's a pedo, he should also be going to jail. Like, he's like, a pedo's a pedo. They're not gonna learn their lesson. They're not gonna like suddenly be a normal human being, be like, I was wrong. Like, sure, you got like your career taken away, but you should also be going to jail for that because you're literally targeting young girls. And I get like now Ariana Grande, like she talked about it, like she said it was wrong, and now she's like, she's into music. She's not in the entertainment industry anymore. She's now even doing makeup. Like, she has her REM Beauty,
right,
and she's putting all these fragrances out and stuff. But there's this one chick was on Zoe 101,
mm-hmm,
and she got bullied tremendously on, I think that was Disney or Nickelodeon. I can't remember. But she was bullied a lot, and people just turned their heads. And even her mother would go on set and say, like, my daughter's, like, getting bullied a lot, and it's affecting her mental health. Like, if you guys aren't going to do something, I will. And I think now this woman, she played Zoe's best friend. And I think who played Zoe was Britney Spears' youngest sister. Jamie Lynn.
Oh, right. Okay.
And Jamie Lynn was a total bitch to this girl. And she, like, whenever they would sit down for lunch or whatever, and, like, she was explaining how, like, I play, like, Zoe's best friend, so I figured why not offset, like, off the cameras, to get close with her in person to develop, like, chemistry for a better on-screen.
Like a rapport, yeah.
Exactly.
Right.
So they would sit down at lunch, and Jamie Lynn would just ignore her. Wouldn't even acknowledge that she's sitting right next to her. And now what she does on Instagram is she has her own podcast where she talks about how filthy and dirty and just disgusting the entertainment industry is, especially Disney and Nickelodeon, where there's so much young kids that either get bullied, sexualized, or whatever, and nothing happens to the people, but they point fingers at the young kid, and they're like, that's you, like, you're just trying to start problems on set, and you're trying to make us look like a bad person, you're trying to ruin the show. And it's like, why would they have the motive to do that, but they don't know what's right and wrong from getting sexualized? Like, does that make sense?
Yeah.
So it's like, now, thank God Danny Masterson's in jail, because it only takes one of those for where now I feel like people are starting, because especially...
Well, he really raped 3 women. I mean, that's, you know what I mean? That's,
no, yeah, that's
so, I mean,
true.
I don't think someone should be... I mean, you want to talk... I don't know anything about Dan Schneider. Okay, I mean, I've heard stories,
right,
but I don't know if he's raped anyone.
No.
You know, and if you can... I mean, I think the sexualization of women has been accepted in film for a long period of time. What's her name? Was just talking about it. Damn it. Scarlett Johansson recently had a conversation about how she was sexualized film-wise when she was younger and a teen and stuff.
Yeah.
Talked about how wrong it was and stuff. And when you're and you're right, because at that age you kind of don't know what you're doing. You know, you're in films, you're working,
right,
and you're excited, but you're surrounded by a lot of adults that are telling you what to do, and so you have a lot of trust in the people around you. You know, so you got to trust these people to make these decisions, and the people making those decisions should be thinking more clear or making better decisions, because you shouldn't be sexualizing kids in videos. There's plenty of times you see. I haven't seen any of that footage with Aria Grande. I haven't seen any of that. Right now, I'm like, oh, what the? I mean, I remember watching the shows with you guys, the iCarly
and
what was the show, Victorious? I watched that show.
Yeah.
So,
but it's just. I don't know. I just hope that now, after this trial with Danny Masterson, that people can take a look at the entertainment industry and be like, there's a lot of people that get away with a lot of things.
Well, I think they're doing more of it now. I think it started even farther before this. Weinstein, Kevin Spacey, all the things these guys did earlier, it's starting to come out more and more. But the stuff with the kids is a bigger story now. Especially with the movie Sounds of, child trafficking and a lot. I mean, you hear all these crazy ass rumors about child trafficking and stuff, and I don't know what to think, man. I know child trafficking is absolutely 100% true. It happens. But as far as the Hollywood underbelly goes, and a lot of stuff that Corey Feldman went through when he was a kid, that's just Hollywood for a long time has looked the other way over bull. Let's go back to the 70s. Roman Polanski, who sodomized a 15-year-old girl, and he's been banned from the Academy or whatever. I think he's banned from the Academy, but he can't make a film here in the United States. Or he lives. It was a whole thing, but he still works, and everybody looks the other way. He never got brought up in charges by that. And I guess if you read the whole story about it, it's not pretty. The girl's 15. You know,
that upsets me.
Some girl
so
in a hot
much.
tub, and they look for a long time, and that's where Weinstein got away with stuff for years, where he would do whatever he wanted, and people just go, it's going to be, and they let these people with power get away. You know what? It comes down to people with power and money, man. They just get away with shit.
No,
and people look the other way, and they justify it, and it's okay.
And honestly, that doesn't go for just entertainment. That goes for pharmaceutical needs, economic needs, political needs.
Yeah.
Whatever person
the world's
is in
ruled by the 1%.
Well, yeah, but whoever's in power and whoever has either money or the most money, if they're in the wrong with someone, people of course are gonna look the other way, because then the money gets taken away. And the authority or power gets taken away. And whether or not it's a good power or bad power, fucking whatever, it's to them it's like, well, we need this, so whatever he did, like, it's not bad. So it's like, you really would keep, like, I don't know if I'm making sense here, but you would keep whatever power or authority that has just because or I don't know if this makes sense. Like, I don't know, just because someone is looking the other way of something because they want to keep that power or money rolling and whatever that is, entertainment, economic, political needs, it's just fucked to me.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that made sense.
No, but at the end of this, we came up with we have no solutions to anything. But at least with Masterson, I still can't believe Masterson went to jail. That's kind of a big deal because this crime was years ago. Yeah, this is a long time ago. It was 20 years ago.
20 years ago.
Now he's going to jail for raping 3 women 20 years ago. The fact that happened alone tells you that things have changed. And also, every time I see a story like that, I think to myself, there's more people in this town that are going, oh, fuck. You know what I mean? That did shit 20 years ago. Like when Weinstein went down, I'm like, there were a ton of producers going, oh, shit. And there were a lot of guys who went the other way, and I mean, or looked the other way, and suddenly they're in trouble, and they're like, oh shit, I don't know, they should. And there's got to be a lot of guys worried about shit they did years ago.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to say earlier. Where now that this is happening, producers, actors, directors, whoever are probably like remembering what happened, like what they did in the past.
Well, I hope it goes forward though, because for a long time, people like that would just get work. And still constantly working me. My argument was always, get rid of the guy that's an asshole and that's rude and that's a rapist that does this.
Right.
And that.
Yeah.
You can hire, there's other talented people in this town. Just because you get one person that does this part doesn't mean that's the only person that can. You know what I mean? At some point, they think it has to be this actor.
No,
or
it
this
doesn't.
person. Yeah, there's a lot of talent. And directors are the same way. It's on a somewhat different level. Directors for years would berate and yell at their talent and treat their people like shit and be abusive behind the camera, and there's been backlash on that the last few years.
Right.
Where a lot of actors are like, I don't need to put up with that shit.
Right.
I'm not putting up with that.
Yeah.
And they don't, but people that every time you work with somebody, they're like, oh god, this guy's going to be a tyrant, but he gets great work out of people. If you keep looking, you'll find other people that find great work out of people that don't fucking torture them and make them miserable.
Right.
There's actually a lot of talent in this town. The problem is once you get in and you make the right friends, you're locked in.
Yeah. No, that's true. But okay, I think we can.
Okay, well let's end that on a bright note. It's a very dark podcast.
Well, okay. On a good note, look at this panda right here. I was having a panic attack one day, and
hold the panda up one more time. See, it's all happy now.
I forgot. What would you name her?
Danny Masterson.
Jesus Christ, I hate you so much. I hate you so much. Give it another name. I don't want this panda to grow up to be an accuser.
Bugo.
Bogo?
Bugo.
Bugo?
Bugo.
Okay, this is Bugo.
I'm just thinking Bugos. First thing I think of when I look at that little thing.
Bugo.
Bugo.
Okay. This is Bugo. I was having a panic attack one day, and my friend was like, I know what you need. You need a stuffed animal. And she got me a stuffed animal.
Oh, that's sweet.
So, thank you, Maddie, if you're watching this. You're very nice and kind. It has a pink eyes, pink ears, and pink paws. So, that's cute.
Okay.
Okay. So, thank you guys for watching. It was a lot, but I appreciate you. Please look at my socials down below and look at my dad's socials and his podcasts. He has you have to keep changing your names for your shows.
No, I don't. Total Schmidt Show. You can find it right here on the Lenny Schmidt Comedy Network, right here on YouTube. If you're watching this video right now, you're watching it on the Lenny Schmidt Comedy Network. Do me a favor, like the video, subscribe to the channel. It helps us out big time. Costs you nothing, but helps us immensely.
Yeah, it really does. I'll get into school.
That's a plug, baby.
Okay. Settle down. Okay. Have a good day. New moon in Virgo just started, so I'm so sorry for all the earth signs out there, including me. Dad, you're fine, so whatever.
Fire sign!
All right, well, I'm leaving you guys with a fist bump. Fist bump. Fist bump.